What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing great. So today we got the 2x Void event going on. Let me know down below if you pulled anything good on your account. I've seen a lot of people pulling some really good legendaries. Honestly, on this account, a legendary would be amazing, but I'm not I'm not that worried about it because honestly, there's a lot of epics that'd be really good, and there's some rares even. Coldheart. Coldheart is an absolutely amazing champion. If we pulled her, I would be beyond excited. I will be doing some Void Shard pulls on stream. About 30 minutes to an hour after this video goes live. I'll be doing those shard pulls on stream about 12 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll be streaming for about 3 hours or so. So if you guys want to come over there and hang out, feel free. You're more than welcome. And I will be doing some giveaways as well, shards and gems as well. So let's go ahead and open these shards, and then we'll get caught up on everything that's going on inside the free-to-play account. If you guys enjoy this, don't forget to drop a like on the channel, subscribe, so on and so forth. Very much appreciated. Ooh, this is not looking, I mean, obviously we got 3 shards. I don't expect anything at all, right? Like if we get a good champion, it's gonna be amazing. Ashwalker, I don't know how good he is. I don't know if we're gonna use him. I wanna talk about who I'm gonna take a 6-star though. So unless we get something crazy from these pools, my plans will say is, whoa, ew, what is this? What in the world? That was such a sudden rush of mixed emotions. So 3 shards, I did not at all expect to get a legendary. But Yakarl, I didn't even build him on my main account. Do I build him on this account? What do I do, guys? I think I might build him fully on my main account, test him out, see what he can do. But that's actually insane. By no means whatsoever did I expect to get a legendary. If it was Hegemon, I would probably have to quit my main account. But Yakarl is kind of not very good from what I've heard. However, on a brand new free-to-play account, is he worth building? So my options are, guys, let me go ahead and show you what I'm thinking, okay? So Yakarl, probably not. I think I'm going to go Shield Guard, to be honest. Shield Guard, absolutely amazing champion. I did a video on him yesterday with him and Vlad. Shield Guard solos Minotaur pretty easily. Honestly, as long as you're taking champions through there to get their masteries who are decent survivability, the gear requirements even drop lower. So if you guys want to check that video out, I will leave a link to it right around here somewhere. But definitely invest in a champion to farm your mastery. Sorry, my chair is like all in a weird spot, so I gotta adjust it. But I will probably be taking Shield Guard to my next 60 as my next 60. But with the Yakarl pull, this kind of mixes things up. But I don't think really, honestly, because Shield Guard has, I know, an awesome A1, super easy to book. And this is a really big thing, okay? Like when you pull a legendary on a free-to-play account that's so early in the game, your books, well, always books are valuable, right? But especially now, it's like, I'm not going to be buying any books. So I have 3, and he requires a lot more than 3. But does he even need them? I don't really know. I might have to test him out on main account, see if he would have much benefit. But let's look at his skill kit. And look, we finished that mission too. Sweet. Get 3 rank 5 champions. Perfect. I absolutely love it. We'll be able to finish the potion one this Saturday as well. But let's take a look at him, okay? So, wow, that's actually crazy. I would have, Torment would have been pretty cool, the frost background. But Yakarl, it definitely has one of the best looking backgrounds. Like, this champion looks so good. But let's stop talking about that. Let's look at his kit. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit, 20% chance of placing freeze for 1 turn. Will ignore shield buffs if there are 1 or more enemies under freeze. Will also ignore block damage if there are 2 or more enemies under freeze. I don't really have champions who can do freeze. So other than him, of course, right? So having all these conditions doesn't really change that much. Granted, he does do this on his A1, 20% chance, books up to 30% chance. Not really gonna be able to book him just yet. His A2, attacks 1 enemy, 75% chance of placing 30% decreased speed for 3 turns, 75% chance of placing freeze for 1 turn, steals 100% of the target's turn meter, and places 30% increased speed buff on this champion for 3 turns. So this is interesting. I think it may have some uses some places. Just this attack 1 enemy on a legendary. I don't know. Just AoE sounds much better, right? Attacks 1 enemy 3 times if the target is under freeze debuff. Removes the debuff after attacking and places it on all enemies. Okay, that's pretty good. I like that. Books down to a 4-turn cooldown. If the target is under a freeze debuff, removes that debuff after attacking and places it on all enemies except the initial target. Will also attack all enemies except the initial target after the 3rd hit. The freeze debuff will be placed on all other enemies, even if the initial target dies before the freeze debuff is removed. Okay, so basically he's taking the freeze off of 1 person, spreading to everybody else. So it could be a kind of a decent CC. Passive, decreases the damage this champion receives by 10% and increases the damage this champion inflicts by 10% if there are 1 enemy under freeze. Increases champion's speed by 15 and resistance by 50 if there are 2 or more enemies under freeze. So His kit seems like it could be decent, but to be honest, I don't think it brings enough to the table. I'll try him out on main. I may build him up just to have the resources over there to invest in him, but I probably won't be building him on this account. I think he's somebody who maybe pushed to the back burner. I'll probably throw him in my vault, let him chill there for a little while. But hey, pulling a legendary on the free-to-play account so early is pretty cool. I mean, if nothing else, it's definitely cool. We got some good champion training or champion chase points. 3 shards, 1 Lego. That's crazy, crazy luck for sure. I do think Shield Guard bring me more benefit. Faster campaign farmer than my Elhain. Very, very good for Minotaur solo farming more or less to get my masteries on my other champions as I'm going up through the game. Going to be usable in all dungeon content basically because I need wave clear champions. Not going to be great on the bosses, but he'll be a champion I use for a while. So I think Shield Guard will be my next champion who I do take to 6-star, I do believe. Unless something crazy happens, I think he's going to be the way to go. But yeah, Carl, I'll probably build him, test him on my other account. I considered pulling my Sacred Shard, but with this event, I don't really want to because I had these saved up in case like I was getting really close on a champion chase or a summon rush, whatever. If I was getting pretty close, I was going to go ahead and pop a Sacred Shard to go ahead and get some good rewards from that event. But this spot right here, I'm not going for the fusion. So this reward is more or less dead for me. I don't really need it. So there's no real point for me to pop a Sacred. Maybe during a summon rush event, maybe I go ahead and pop some Sacred since they're worth a flat 500 then, versus here it could be worth 250 or it could be worth what, 500? Yeah, so it could be worth 500 or it's most likely gonna be worth 250. So we'll see what that's pretty cool though. I hope my main account has as good of legendary luck as this account did. As far as like getting a legendary, not necessarily that specific legendary, but hey, let me know what you guys think. Let me know how your pulls went down below. I'm going to give a little catch up on my free-to-play account. This is what the Great Hall looks like right now. We have plenty of stuff to work on, plenty of stuff to fill it out. But to be honest, I haven't really started investing in anything because one, I haven't had the missions come up where I even need to do that. But two, I don't really know for sure what I want to invest in. I'm thinking accuracy for Force Affinity champions, but I'm not 100% sure. I want to kind of wait to see what champions I pull to decide where I want to actually go with this. Because right now, my Elhain doesn't need anything. Well, she needs crit damage. She doesn't need accuracy. I don't really want to go crit damage yet. My Force Affinity, I do have Shatterbones, I do have War Maiden. Both of them very much benefit from accuracy. So that's why I'm kind of leaning towards accuracy and force, but it really depends on what my poison champion is going to be my main focus. Once I pull a poisoner that I'm going to use, then I'll probably start building accuracy for their specific affinity, whatever it may be. So if I pull Kale, well, I might not build Kale. I don't know. Just different options. So we'll see what I pull down the road, who my poisoner becomes. And campaign, we've just been farming a lot of Brutal 12-3. Work on getting our next level 60 champion pretty soon, hopefully. Which, like I said, will probably be Shield Guard. Once we do that, I'll probably start working on getting to the point of being able to do masteries. I'll probably buy Shield Guard's masteries so that when he's farming, it'll be easier. Him and Elhain should be able to do Minotaur, no problem, with pretty low gear requirements, especially if he's in lifesteal gear. Then start progressing on the dungeons, dragon, so on and so forth. And right now, it's just really focusing on the challenges. I've been doing a lot of focus on here. We have to do the win 4-star or higher gauntlets with attack percent as a primary stat from anywhere on the campaign on hard or higher. So it's not too bad. We just finished the ones from Carrot Castle. Super annoying. Honestly, these missions are just a time sink. That's really all it is. Like, why do this? It's just a time sink. The dungeons, we got to go through and do all these. But hey, this is where we're at on the free-to-play. We are currently on day number 20. We pulled our first Void Legendary Champion. I got a feeling it's going to take us even longer to pull Coldheart. We're probably going to be chasing Coldheart forever. Now, I completely missed what our other Void Champions was. Let's see this real quick, and then we'll go ahead and wrap the video up. Okay, so Ashwalker and Vanguard. So Vanguard, probably not going to use him. Don't know if he has any use, really. And then Ashwalker may have a use. A Weekend AoE. So much books. It's a weak version of Weekend. Resets the cooldown of Devastator. I don't know. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Probably not. I'm looking for some more AoE type champions. Buffs, debuffs, Shield Guard. I think Shield Guard just wins out so far, guys. But hey, nonetheless, thank you all very much for watching this video. Hope your Void Shard pulls went very, very well. Hopefully you got exactly what you were looking for. And I will catch you either on the stream or in the next video. Later, guys.